A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. So let's begin part third of chapter 2, fractions. Now today we will see multiplication of fractions. How to multiply a fraction with a whole number. See, this is very easy. If we have to multiply the proper or improper fraction with the whole number, then we simply multiply the numerator with that whole number and the denominator will remain the same. You can see the example. 2 is a whole number, 3 by 4 is a fraction. So 2 into 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 4. How we got the 6? 6 is 2 into 3. If we have to multiply the mixed fraction with the whole number, then first convert it in the form of improper fraction and then just multiply as above. See the example? 2 whole 3 by 5 into 2. Now 2 whole 3 by 5 will become 13 by 5. 13 by 5 into 2 is 26 by 5. Fractions as an operator of. If it is written that find the 1 by 2 of 24, then what does of means here? Let us see. Here of represents the multiplication. So 1 by 2 of 24 can be written as 1 by 2 into 24. So it will be 12. How to multiply a fraction with another fraction? Now this thing is again very simple. When two fractions are given, you have to multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. So you can see one example where I have taken two fractions as 2 by 5 and 3 by 4. So what I will do, numerators 2 and 3 will be multiplied, divided by denominators multiplied as 5 into 4. The answer is 6 by 20. Value of the products of the fractions. Generally, when we multiply two numbers, then we got the result which is greater than the number. Example, 5 into 6 is 30 and here you can see that 30 is greater than 5 also and 30 is greater than 6 also. But in case of fraction, it is not always like that. The product of two proper fractions, if we multiply two proper fractions, then their product will be less than the given fractions. You can see it with an example. 2 by 5 into 4 by 9. So when 2 is multiplied with 4, we got an 8. And when 5 multiplied with 9, we got a 45. Where here 8 by 45 is less than 2 by 5 and 8 by 45 is also less than 4 by 9. You can compare them and you can check them yourself. The product of two improper fractions. If we multiply two improper fractions, then their product will be greater than the given fractions. One more example. Let us have a look. 9 by 2 into 7 by 4 is 9 into 7s are 63 and 2 into 4s are 8. Where 63 by 8 is greater than 9 by 2 and 63 by 8 is greater than 7 by 4. The product of one proper and one improper fraction. If we multiply proper fraction with the improper fraction, then the product will be less than the improper fraction and greater than the proper fraction. Example, 2 by 5 into 7 by 3 is equal to 14 by 15, where 14 by 15 is greater than 2 by 5 and 14 by 15 is less than 7 by 3. Multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of a fraction. See, in simple words, reciprocal means just the value should be divided by 1. See here, if we multiply 3 by 1 by 3, that is 3 into 1 by 3, what we get? We get a 1. Similarly, 2 by 3 has to be multiplied by 3 by 2 to get 1. Thus, 1 by 3 is the reciprocal of 3 and 3 is the reciprocal of 1 by 3. If the product of two fractions is 1, then each fraction is reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of other. The reciprocal of a non-zero fraction a by b is the fraction b by a. Now, I want the answer. What will be the reciprocal of 9 by 3? Give me the answer in the evening in my number. So now it's your homework time. I'm attaching the slide of exercise 2.3, page 20. Now the red ticked questions are already done for you. Some of the word problems I will be explaining in the upcoming slides, and simple questions will be given to you in the PDF. Just have a look. Read the question. Question number 11 says, there are 48 students in a class and 2 by 3 of them are boys. How many girls are there in the class? So total students in class is given as 48. Number of boys given is 2 by 3 of total. So 2 by 3 of 48, that is 2 by 3 into 48. When you will simplify, you will get 32. Now number of girls will be total students minus number of boys, that is 48 minus 32. So 16 girls are there in the class. Question number 13 says, Varad reads 1 by 4 part of a book in 1 hour. How much part of the book will he read in 3.5 hours? So according to the question, Varad is reading 1 by 4 part of the book in 1 hour. The part of the book read in 3.5 hours is 1 by 4 into 3 whole 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 4 into 7 by 2, which is coming as 7 by 8. Question number 15 says, a tin contains 21 kilogram of sugar. If 2 by 3 of it has been consumed, how much sugar is left in the tin? Consumed means it's finished. So they are asking how much is left. So total sugar in tin is 21 kilogram. Sugar consumed is 2 by 3 of total, that is 2 by 3 of 21. So 2 by 3 of 21 will give you 14 kilogram. So sugar left in tin is equal to 21 minus 14, that is 7 kilograms of sugar. That's all for today. See you in next class.